Hello everyone, this is Amanda Coulong reporting for TechZulu.com from the web, and I am here with Ian Dodsworth of Tweetdeck, the founder and creator. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. How are you?
I am well. What do you think of the Queen that was just on stage here?
I was talking to you, so I missed the whole thing. It looked awesome though. It looked really good. No, it was good. But we have a meeting later with the Queen, which is superb, to talk about One Goal, which I think is an initiative, a charitable initiative, so that should be good.
So for those who may not know, what is Tweetdeck?
Aha, very good question. So, okay, at its most simplest, Tweetdeck is going to be the real-time browser. So instead of browsing web pages, we're browsing streams of information from different sources, mostly Twitter, a little bit of Facebook, a little bit of MySpace, a bit of LinkedIn. A few more services coming online soon, and
how soon, Ian?
Soonish. I'm not telling you that. So no, it's going to be fun. You know, we've got a lot of stuff coming down the pipe. What is really cool is we've got a lot of stuff that's not going to be on the desktop, and they're not mobile apps, and it's not a web app, but there are more TweetDeck products coming. One today, in fact, in a few hours' time.
Can we talk about it now?
No.
Oh, but what if we're not releasing it now? Can we talk about it now?
No. A couple of hours it'll be out.
I can find this later.
Oh.
And it's a value add. So those people that are using TweetDeck now and they're using, say, lists, and they're liking the list integration, there's a big piece of lists which is missing, which is around discovery of lists. So how do we discover what list to follow? Because, you know, we need something in order to show me the list that I would like based on my activity. So there's a product that we've got that's coming that will solve that problem. You know, it's not all about building a stream reader. It's about the services that value add on top as well. So this is why we're not on every mobile platform right now, like our competition is. I mean, you know, good for them. They're straight out. They're on a lot of platforms. That's brilliant. We'll get onto those platforms, but we will get onto those platforms like the way we do it, which is kind of like a much more, I think, is a more considered. It's a slower approach. So when we go to mobile, we'll come out on all the mobile platforms in one hit, and it'll be a platform approach as opposed to an individual app on each platform, on each device. We'll bring out a suite of apps that are connected. I think that's where the value is.
What do you say people like the most about TweetDeck versus your competitors?
I think people, so from what I know, people are using TweetDeck. The feedback that we get sort of anecdotally, people just, they're comfortable with it. We don't change the UI too much. You know, it's like those people that use Tweet, they know what it is. It's big, it's full screen, it's black, it's dark. It's a bit different, especially, I mean, even now it's still pretty different from what is still out there. I think people like that. It's almost a little bit individual, I think, and that's cool. And you know, I think it sounds a bit over the top, but it's got a bit of us in it as well. You know, we have a really good time doing TweetDeck. You know, we don't take everything way too seriously. We try.
Really? Well, if people had seen the little dance that you were doing off camera, then I think they would agree.
They won't ever see that.
All right, well, anything coming out of the web that's related to TweetDeck that you find interesting or useful or maybe surprising?
I've seen a couple of services, and I've been talking to the guys as well that are running these services, a number of them, around about grabbing what you're into and feeding you other content based on that. I think that this I think is where it's going. I mean, so we've done a really good, and I hate to call it this, but we've done a really good stream reader. We're reading some streams, but what we don't have is an element of social interaction in the app. It's a social app with no social element, no social functionality. All you're doing is reading streams, which is great. That's what we set out to do. Whereas if you take TweetDeck and then start to add in elements of discovery and, well, this is what my friends are doing, you know, these are some things that my friends have put up, they're coming in as streams, but it's a little bit more personal. So there's like discovery, personalization. That's where I see a lot of this going, which is fantastic. I think that's where it should go.
Well, given I can't get it out of you now, I suppose we'll meet up again later.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Ian.
Thank you.
Everyone, this was Ian, founder of TweetDeck, and we are at the web. This is Amanda with TechZulu.com.